So hey everyone, Crystal here, and I wanted to do a video today on a specific thing, right? So I want to get used to doing that. So I've been wanting to do for a while, talk about for a while, how I find books on a budget or for cheap. Cause I don't know, I never set a budget for books, but if I see a book that I want, I'll buy it. I love books. I love to read. I have a lot of books. So I just want to talk about how I find a lot of my books while I'm out and about shopping for mostly less than, most of the books that I have here right now are less than $5. Most of them. The majority of the books that I own, um, I didn't really pay full price for. I have a lot more books still packed up in my boxes, but um, I thought this would be a good thing to share, and I'll share like how I get some of my kids' books because I started a book collection for them, so I wanted to talk about that as well. So the first place that I would usually find, I got my notes here. So the first place that I would usually find good books is shopping at my local Goodwill or any thrift store, Salvation Army, any consignment store in the area. And so far, I found most of my books at Goodwill, and it's quite a few actually, quite a few good books. So I found these books at Goodwill. We go there quite often, not necessarily to buy clothes, but I do look around. But we go in there to find things for the kitchen because some things that they sell in consignment stores are still brand new. They have a lot of just, you have to learn how to repurpose things. So I do go in there and they have a wide array of books, like a big variety of books, and it's different prices, and I don't think any of their books are over $5. So um, for instance, I have the Smart Women Finish Rich book by David Bach. I saw this on Instagram quite a bit, and somehow one day I went in there and I saw this, and I think only paid like maybe $1 or 50 cents for this book. And majority of books on Amazon or in the store, they're like, I don't know, no cheaper than $10. They could be $12, $15, upwards of $20. So I think I paid $1 or 50 cents for this book. And I also got The Automatic Millionaire, which is by David Bach. And this is pretty much they're in brand new condition. So I also bought this one during another visit, which I don't think I paid no more than $2 for. So the original price is $20, and in Books a Million it will probably be that much, and you will probably pay a little bit cheaper on Amazon, but still it's $15-$20. So got those books for less than $5. Um, Let's see, where did I get this book from? Another Susie Orman book. I think I paid $1 for, or $1.50 for this. The Money Book for the Young, Fabulous, and Broke. And just this one is an older book, but still I think all books are good. So it's how to get right after you've gotten it wrong. God can turn your setbacks into comebacks. So I think I paid all these books probably less than $2 at Goodwill. So if you shop at your local consignment or thrift store, you will always find good used books there, and even some brand new books there, and even kids books. I haven't looked for kids books yet, but I'm gonna go back and do that. So that's the first place that you can shop for books. The second place I would say is of course, your other stores, like besides your regular bookstore, you could go to like Ross or TJ Maxx or Marshalls. I found this book, The Fringe Hours, Making Time for You by Jessica Turner. I have been wanting this book for a while, and I found this book at Ross. Oh no, I found this book at Bell's Outlet. Um, and it was $5. And I saw it in Books A Million like a few weeks before, and it's $15 in Books A Million. And I actually took a picture of it because every time I go on Books A Million, I take a picture of a lot of books that I would like to buy, and I would like to try to research and find cheaper. So this was one of the books, and I paid $5 for it, and the original price is $15 in Books A Million, and probably even online. I haven't read it yet, but I got it because it's something I've been wanting to buy, and it's now in my collection. So I saved $10. Bought this from Bell's Outlet. I also buy a lot of my kids' books from Bell's Outlets or Marshalls or Ross because they're always cheap. They're like, $4, $5, $3.99. I think the most expensive book I bought is $7.99 for one book for my kids, so less than $10. And children's books can get really expensive in the bookstore or online. So and I feel like having your own books in your collection is very important. So Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Bell's Outlet, any store like that, you can find really good brand new books that have just came out in stores like that for way less. I even bought a Bible because I've been needing a new Bible, and I bought a Bible for like $8. That would have been $15 or $20 in another store online. So check around at your stores like that to find some good books. Also, Walmart is another good place to buy some really good, just small reads if that's what you're looking for. Be yourself, discover the life that you were meant to live. I'm always down for like self-help books, and this one is 10 Time Management Choices That Can Change Your Life, which I really need to read this one. I think I'm gonna start this one today because I do struggle with time management. But both of these I bought from Walmart, and they're always on sale. So even though the price on both of these books say $5.99, I actually purchased them for like maybe $3 each. So Walmart is also a good place to shop for books. Now you can, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes, but okay, so I got that. Now another place you can do, or another thing that you can try for books, is price matching. I bought this book, The Money Making Mom, from Target, and it was like $23 in Target. It was actually on sale. They took like $1 off in Target. So it was like $22 in Target. So I decided to go on Amazon while I was in Target because I didn't want to wait to order it and have it shipped since I was already in Target. So price match popped in my mind. And it was $12 on Amazon. And Target will price match. I think any store will price match if you ask. But for Target, it was, if it's on Amazon and it's cheaper, it has to be a Prime item, I think. And Prime is where you get your books in 2 days and all kind of special other stuff. So it was on Prime, and I paid $12 for it, $13. I think $12 for it. So I left out of Target with this book that was $22 in Target, which is the original price because it says $22.99 on the back of this book. So in Books A Million, it would have been this price as well. But online, $12. You can't beat that. So I probably smashed it while I was in Target, and I left the store with it. So always, if you're in a store and you see a book, now I'm not sure if Books A Million price matches, but I should think about that because the books are always way cheaper on Amazon, some of the books. So always look into price matching wherever you go if you see a book that's way more expensive. I will pay $23 for certain books, but if I know that I can get it cheaper, I'm going to find it cheaper. And also, this is a good book. So for all you moms or all you moms out there, you know, Money Making Mom, really good book by Krystal Payne. She's a blogger. So price match. Okay. Also, try your membership clubs. Like in my area, we have Sam's Club. You can go buy stuff in bulk or get it for a cheaper price, but you have to have a membership. Like I think Costco is like that. We don't have a Costco in our area, but I think Costco is the same. Our store we have is Sam's Club, and they sell a lot of books in there. I haven't bought much, but I think this is probably the first book that I've bought from, our set of books that I've bought from Sam's Club for my son, because we're preparing for kindergarten and stuff like that. So I bought him the Pete the Cat set, the I Can Read set, and it was $10 for 6 books, and it came in a little package, and the original price on this is actually $23.94. So I didn't look at other websites where I would find it, like, but I'm pretty sure it would be that price, or maybe in Books A Million or something, your local bookstore. But I paid $10 in Sam's Club. So if you search in your local membership clubs where you can buy things in bulk and get a lot of things for a cheaper price, you will find a lot of books, because I'm going to be going back and buy a lot more books for him, as well as my daughter, who is 2. But I had to get this when I saw that it was $10, and it's to start helping him learn how to read. So check your local membership club. And also, okay, we all know the library. So another one of my favorite places to get information. So you already know that you can go in the library. You can just sit in there, catch up on your latest magazines, because I used to have the habit of buying new magazines every month, or I even had a few subscriptions. But then I figured out, even though it was like $21, $20 a year or something, depending on what subscription it was still taking money out of my pocket that I can, you know, just go sit in the bookstore. So we're talking free right now, if you don't want to, you know, always want to buy any stuff, because you know, after a while, magazines, they get out of date, and then bam, they go in the trash or recycle or whatever. Because I had a huge collection before my last move. I mean, I had a huge collection of magazines, and I threw away the majority of them, and it hurt my heart. I really didn't want to, because I love magazines, and I love to keep them now for vision boards and stuff like that. But I had to throw away so many magazines that a subscription, or that I had bought throughout the year. So if we're talking free, you can go sit in the bookstore and just look through magazines or books. I do that a lot. I go just catch up on a lot of magazines. I'll sit down, or I'll go through a lot of books, take pictures or whatever, some good information in some books. And if I feel like I need to have that book in my collection, then I'll take the picture to research and find it cheaper. Now, I do go in the library a lot. So, you know, of course, you can borrow books from the library, children's books or books for yourself. And also you can, some of the libraries in my area, they allow us to check out magazines. So I've even checked out a few magazines and had it for a couple days and returned it. Or I'll just go sit in the library and look through magazines as well. So there's always a free option where you can save money. Now, another option is what my local library does. They sell some of the magazines that were from the following month. So I couldn't find some of my other magazines, but this is the one that I bought recently, and it's the Do-It-Yourself magazine, the DIY magazine from Better Homes and Gardens, and I paid $1 for it. And they have all the good magazines like Glamour, InStyle, the library usually subscribes to a majority of the good magazines. So I paid $1 for this, but if I had bought it out of Books A Million or Walmart or any other store, or grocery store, it would have been $5. So I paid $1 for this. And then if I feel like it's something that I don't want to buy, I can still grab it, look through it, and put it right back as the free option. So there you go for that. Another thing is, another free option would be borrowing books from friends and family. So for me, my mom is also a very avid reader, and she has quite a few good books as well. So I'm always grabbing things off her shelf and borrowing them and reading them, and sometimes I end up keeping them. But she has a few books that I have gotten from her, like A Date with Destiny. She had this book, and Leaderships. My mom has a good collection of books. So, and if you have friends or family that are readers as well, you can always swap, you can always borrow and return or whatever. I also have friends that give me books. My good friend, and she got this book for me, Talk Like Ted, because she got one for herself. So I was like, maybe she didn't want me to borrow the book, but she did get it for me. So if you have friends out there that are reading something, and you know, they might gift you a book. I gift books. So I love gifting books. I feel like books are, you know, something you have to read constantly to, you know, keep your mind on the straight and narrow. So you can borrow books, or, you know, if you have some good family and friends that like to buy you books. I also borrow from my sister, even though she lives about 45 minutes away. When I was at her house, she let me borrow this book, you know. And I went over there and she was like, oh, I got a book that I've read and I want you to read it. It's so good. And she let me borrow it. So I haven't read the whole thing yet, but I also have that book from her. So that's another free option as far as books. So that concludes my video for today. I think I'll continue to update because, you know, that was mainly my collection. My husband reads my books. He doesn't really have his own collection, so he kind of reads what I have. But I'm constantly buying books or borrowing books or reading something, and I think in the near future I will do an update for just children's books and how I buy my children's books for less or find them for less, which it will pretty much be the same, but you know, a little bit of things could be different. So I hope you got a lot of information out of this video, and I hope I wasn't talking too fast or going too fast. I'm trying to learn to keep my videos as short as possible. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to the channel. You can follow me on Instagram. I have 2 Instagrams, which the links will be in the box up above, somewhere over, I think, in that corner or that corner. But I have 2 Instagram icons at the top of my YouTube page. It's my personal my personal Instagram page, as well as my lifestyle blog or website, Women vs. Freedom. But those are the places that you can find me, and I will be back soon. Hope you guys have a blessed day, or whatever. It's Tuesday for me, so Tuesday, May 23rd, actually. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, or whatever day it is, keep it positive and stay blessed.